right, y'all, cuz get in here so we can talk about this latest episode of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Before we get started, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn your post notifications on, and get down in these comments because y'all already know we're going to have to talk about it. And let's go ahead and get into it. Now, Sierra over around to Bambi house cooking. We get to see a little sneak peek of Bambi new house. It's cute. I'm happy for her that she was able to get something nice for her and her children. Jessica pop up. I have missed her, baby. I'm like, where have she been? I've been asking that this whole season. We find out that she's been traveling. She's been modeling. She doing her IVF journey. Whatever the hell you been doing, Jessica, welcome back to the cast, baby, because I done missed you personally. Bambi talk about her and Scrap going back to court. Now, if y'all remember on the last episode, round to that baby shower, Scrappy was trying to make it seem like Bambi taking him to court and trying to take the children. No, this stuff that coming from Bambi sounds a lot more believable than what the hell Scrappy was saying. Bambi say they need to go to court so that they can figure out something on paper because Scrappy not sticking to the verbal agreement they have. They've agreed that Bambi will have a churn during the week, and then on the weekend, Scrappy will have them, but Scrappy getting his feelings, which I can totally believe, like, especially how he was acting when they was in London. It's like, when you find out your mama's sick, now you think you could just call Bambi and hit her up at all hours of the day and night, and she supposed to just be at your beck and call. That's not how this go no more, Scrappy. You have to understand that. And then when these women reject him, it's like, then he start getting his feelings and get pissed off and start treating them different. He don't understand y'all not married no more, baby. She don't have to be here for you, for Mama D. She don't have to be here for none of that. But basically, Bambi let it be known that Scrappy getting his feelings sometime, and at 9 o'clock at night, 9 p.m., he hitting her up and hollering about, I won't come and see the babies. I won't come and see the children. Baby, they in the bed. You not coming over here to see no kids. Either they in the bed or they about to go to bed. You coming over here thinking that you can kick it with me. And then you can mask it as, well, I was just over there seeing my children. No, that's not what the hell this is. So Bambi wants to take him to court so that they can get something on paper for him to follow in a legal perspective. And I agree with her on that. You know, you have to set some ground rules for these niggas or they will try to run all over you, it seemed like, especially round to the ATL. But if you take it from Scrappy, it's Bambi wanting to take the kids from you altogether. See, that's why I don't be paying him no damn attention. Bambi also wanted Scrappy to tell the kids about his new baby, which, I mean, I'm back and forth on this. I feel like who doesn't matter that it comes from. You know, these kids are so young that they do not care who the message comes from. They just need to know what the hell going on, you know, so that this random baby that comes around them, they need to understand that that's going to be their little brother. I don't really think it matters who told them, but I understand Bambi when she's saying she don't want to be the bearer of that news. She don't want to be the one to have to sit them down and have the talk of, oh, I'm having another baby. You know what I mean? Bambi ended up saying that he drug his feet on that, so she ended up having to tell him, which, okay, you're their mom, so you got to take the bull by the horns and do what you got to do sometimes. Okay, you had to tell them. At least they got told. Sierra say that she have a new seasoning come out and she's wanting to do a little dinner so that everybody can taste it, and she wants to invite all the girls. Immediately, Bambi and Jessica start feeling a way about Karlie coming, and I got a little bit confused because we did previously see Bambi and Karlie kind of make up when they were in London, but Bambi let it be known, you know, okay, Karlie is the one that was messy as hell round to the table and told everybody that Scrap had the new baby coming. And my whole thing was, so what? It was going to come out eventually anyway. The man do got a baby coming. The man did lay up and have a whole threesome and get somebody pregnant, and he has a baby coming. Why does it matter who it came from? I mean, I get it. Karlie is messy. We all know this, but I feel like it was going to come from somebody anyway, at some point. Like, what if she want a soft launch more than a hard launch? It just really doesn't matter to me how the information got relayed. And you can look at it two ways. You could look at it as Karlie was being messy, or you could look at it as Karlie was basically looking out for her girl and being like, okay, you know, I done been seeing y'all hugged up and kind of being cool on this London trip, so let me just go ahead and put it out there. Scrappy, you got a baby on the way. You can look at it different ways, you know, but I also understand Bambi's perspective. That's what I do, baby. I understand everybody. Bambi feel like you were being messy. You did not have to be the one that brought that shit to the group. It could have came organically to the group or through somebody else. If you're calling yourself being my friend again and we just made up up to the room, and now you sitting up bringing this kind of hurtful shit out at the table. I get it. I also feel like Bambi shouldn't have felt no way. Like, it doesn't matter who the information came from. Y'all are not together no more. Why in the hell do you care who the hell he out here procreating with at this point? Just make sure your children good and they know what's going on. Like I said, they know that they have a new sibling coming and everything's smooth. It don't have to be nothing else other than that. The cast confirms that they all voted, which I love to see because they have a really big influence on people. And all of them showing that they went and voted. They took their kids to vote. You know what I'm saying? They all participated in voting. That lets other people know, okay, we need to go get our asses out here and vote as well. We've seen videos from multiple people on the cast. I like this little scene. You know, we kind of needed it. Yandy, Mendeecees, and Lil Mendeecees, they all meet up for dinner. And he asking them basically how they doing because he been seeing in the blogs that they going through a lot of bullshit. As everybody been seeing. Y'all realize Mendeecees be real quiet when these kind of conversations be happening. And Yandy, the spokesperson, you know, if it don't apply, we let it fly. Lil Mendeecees. You see how we are in the house, so it doesn't matter what's going on the outskirts. And it kind of do because this man is grown at this point. Lil Mendeecees is not no kid. He got sense enough to be able to ask y'all about what the hell going on when it comes to the blogs and all this stuff about his daddy cheating. I mean, it ain't nothing on Yandy. It's all shit on his daddy. So I think it speaks volumes that he's even asking how their relationship is going, seeing as how it's his daddy that's the one being painted as the one doing the wrong in the relationship. They sweep it under the rug. We can't be mad at that. If Yandy, I done kept saying this from the beginning. If Yandy want to sweep it all under the rug and act like her man ain't doing nothing, who are we to judge? But they get to talking to Lil Mendeecees about going to college. And see, this is a controversial issue right here. I don't think Lil Mendeecees is wrong. He's saying he don't really want to go to college because of the fact that he's made his money. He's making his money. He's done figured out a way to be straight and he don't feel like he need college. On one aspect, I feel like if you're not going to college to be something like a doctor, a dentist, you know, a lawyer, something like that where we know you need a college education, you really don't need that shit, honestly. You can go to college and rack up so much debt and then you're not making the money as soon as you get out of college. You think you're going to get out of college and immediately be at a 6-figure salary. And that's not how the hell the shit be. A college graduate is in the same pool as somebody who didn't go to college and just been working all these years and have a lot of experience. They're up for the same damn job. And sometimes the graduate might not be the one that gets it. It might be the one that has more experience. And then you're looking at, okay, I got to pay back all these loans. I have to do this. I have to do that, which that might not be the case in Mendeecees because he has money and he probably can fund his college education as he goes along. But I understand him not feeling like he needs it. He feels like he's doing okay right now. The only thing that I would say for them to stress to him is that, okay, when this YouTube shit wear off, you need to have a back plan. If you don't want to go to college, you need to start investing in some properties, doing some Airbnbs. You need to start doing something so that once this does die down or you don't feel like doing this no more or this ain't getting you the streams that it usually gets you. We just saw TikTok got took away for a little bit. Anything can happen with the internet business. You need to have a back plan. But if that ain't something that he needs a degree for, I don't feel like y'all need to pressure him into going and getting one just for the sake of going to college. Spice meet up to eat with Amy. Amy tell her immediately that Ashley's gonna come and join them, but they get to talking before she gets there about bunny racks. Spice bring up the whole bunny rack situation and how she was dating Tilo before Karlie and how supposedly Tilo cheated on bunny racks to get with Karlie. And Amy sitting there kind of confused because she kind of like, didn't y'all just make up around to London and now you sitting up messing around with one of her ops because Spice is trying to manage this girl? It's just Spice likes to pretend like she's not about none of the drama, but bitch, you love to stay in the middle of all the drama. That's one thing that I've noticed about Spice. She loves to portray, I don't like any of the drama. I don't want to be in it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. But at the same time, you're the one stirring it all up. Because you being this girl's manager, you already know it's going to be a blow with you and Karlie and y'all friendship. Now, I also realize that Spice ain't all the way forgiving Karlie yet for the whole she's scared of her comment and all of that, making the world feel like Spice is this big bad wolf. So maybe Spice really don't give a damn. And if that's how you moving, just say that, all right? Ashley show up. She hug, kiss both of them. They sit down and they immediately start talking about the whole situation with Zane. And Ashley feel like Zane is taking their relationship as a joke. They talk about the whole 8-year-old. And this is a situation I really don't understand. I get that the 8-year-old has Zane's last name and Ashley has a problem with that. But girl, when y'all went and got the paternity test, it was shown that Zane is not the father. So I'm not understanding why Ashley can't move on from that. You know what I'm saying? Like, at this point, he's not the father. It's been proven. Girl, like, let that shit go. But I also get why she feels the way she does in their relationship, because Zane does move around out here like he's single. Everybody says it. And if everybody else can see it and call that shit out, then that is a problem. And Ashley has every right to feel like this ain't the man that I might need to be with, period. Spice called her out and say that she feels like Ashley lets Zane do whatever he want to do until it hurts her feelings. And I kind of agree with her on that to an extent. I feel like Ashley knows that Zane is an entertainer. He has to do certain things to bring in the money. But when it comes to their relationship, he still needs to be 10 toes in, and he still needs to do things like wear his wedding ring. Let her know what he's doing. Like, you can't just leave and go to the studio all night and not tell me where the hell you are, because I'm not telepathic. I don't know where the hell you are. Or take your ass to London and be flirting on camera with a bunch of bitches and then get mad when it gets back to me. So I understand Ashley's perspective on that as well. Spice also calls her Delulu, and I think that right there triggered a whole lot of shit in Ashley. Do I think that it was right that Spice called her that? No. Spice, because one thing about it, you ain't never had no man or really showed no man besides one time on the show, and that ended in shit, and you always got a whole lot to say about everybody else's relationships. So I don't think it was right that you called the girl Delulu, okay? But it might have been a wake-up call for Ashley, and one that she needed to go back and do the work that she needed to do in this relationship with Zane. Karlie and Tilo, they go eat. They sit down, and they get to talking about Karlie spilling the beans that they married, because what it was given to me was Tilo didn't want that shit out there yet. And I feel like that could have been for multiple reasons. Could it be that maybe he dealing with other women and he didn't want it to get out and know? Because I was getting from him the vibe that he was just irritated a little bit that she went online and spilled the beans. And she was just looking at, oh, well, people was coming for me. I had to respond. Karlie is so insecure, it's not even funny. And if you cannot pick up on that, something wrong with you. The fact that you could say out of your mouth, he has a past, just like everybody has a past, but then at the same time, when they coming for me, then I need to say something. Well, which one is it? Do we have a past and you understand it? Or do you feel like you need to compete with his past when they say something? And that's why you went out and said that y'all was married before y'all was ready to put the news out there together. Like, which one are we doing, Karlie? Let me know. They also talk about the struggles with IVF. Of course it's going to be struggles because Karlie is 50-something years the fuck old. I think she 51. Karlie, why in the hell are you even wanting to have a damn baby at this point? I would be scared at this point in my life at 50-something. If I try to push out a damn baby, it is going to split me from the rooter to the tutor, have me out here crippled, all kind of stuff, not to mention the fact that my baby is going to be 10 and my ass is going to be in my 60s. It's going to be hard for Karlie to keep up with this child. I'm not understanding why it is that she feels like it's so important for them to have a baby together, or why it is that y'all can't just adopt. Why do Karlie need to be the one to actually push out a baby? If y'all want to raise a child together, adopt one and raise them together. At least y'all can get one that's a little bit older, because I'm telling you, Tilo look a lot younger than Karlie. I'm not sure how old he is, but he don't look 50-something. Now, I'm not saying Karlie look old, but facts is facts. She is her age, and I think that's why it's so hard on the both of them with her doing this IVF and struggling to get pregnant. To be honest, I feel like this is just one of Karlie's bag of tricks that she pull out when it's time for her to try to keep a man. That's all it is. She want to hurry up, marry him real quick. And if he say he want to have a baby, all, logic goes out the window when it comes to her. She don't care. She's willing to do anything to try to get pregnant. And even if it's not the best thing, or you got a grown ass daughter and you trying to start over with a newborn, this is so crazy to me. Mama D having her little birthday get together. You got Jock, you got Lil Zane, and you got Scrappy, of course. They all get there, sit down, and they get to talking about her upcoming spinal surgery. I guess it's the next day. Baby Mama D confused. The little dog with the blue ears is confused. She's sitting up talking about when they put her under anesthesia, they stop her heart. Jock already knew it was some bullshit. He pulled out the phone and pull it up. Girl, they do not stop your damn heart. It just suppresses your breathing. Why in the hell, Mama D, have you been on the earth this many years and you still don't know what the hell you talking about? And I know this ain't your first damn surgery because we done talked about multiple hospital stays. It's just too much. But Mama D also bring up Scrappy and the baby shower. And, you know, she talking about how she was happy to be able to throw it. Jock over there lost. He like, what baby shower? Last baby shower, I knew what going on with Zell. That fake-ass baby shower. But here go Mama D. All right, we all grown. Well, let's just put it out there. This nigga done had a threesome. Why in the hell does she have to tell everybody that it's a threesome, baby, y'all? Why can you not just say Scrappy has another baby on the way? You got to add an extra fucking layer into telling them that it was a threesome when we all seen the damn video of the girl putting it out there. You don't have to announce that. Just say the man have a child on the way. Now, I guess E20 round to the party because it is a scene where Scrappy goes to the bike and ends up sitting down with her and let her know, you know, I got a little Benai on the way. You gonna have a little Benai. That's what it is. And she like, oh my God, Daddy, you just keep starting over. But she's very lighthearted about it. And she like, you know, I really would want to meet her. I want to meet Shakira. And she's probably going off of Erica. As we seen in the last episode at the baby shower, Erica and Shakira sat down. They had a conversation and they seemed cool. So E20 is like, you know, it is what it is. You grown and you gonna stick it in who you want to stick it in, period. Mama D come around to the kitchen talking about, well, we don't know yet, E-Money. We gonna have to do a fraternity test before we know if this your little brother. Once again, completely confused. Baby, you meant paternity, but we gonna let you slide. Because like I said, Mama D just say some of anything at this point. Lil Mendeecees, he filming some YouTube content. Mendeecees and Yandy, they come in, sit down, and they basically talking to him once again about this whole college situation. And they like, oh, this what you want to do? You want to film shoes and end up... Yes, this is exactly what he wants to do. Do y'all know how much money the man is making doing this? Versus if he was going to school and wasting 4 and 5 years of his life, and he probably doesn't even want to do a field of work that requires him to have a degree. Now, I know Mendeecees keeps saying, you know, like he wants Mendeecees to be the first person in their family to go to college because ain't nobody else went. Well, he might not be the one, Mendeecees. I'm sorry. Maybe talk about one of you and Yandy kids. Maybe one of them can be the first ones to go out of y'all churn. Because Yandy went, you know, but it's not going to be him. He's already done figured out his algorithm, and I am not mad at him for that. Mendeecees let it be known that he's still going to be badgering him and pressuring him about going to college. And, okay, you know what? I would tell him, I'll go if you pay for it. I don't want to bill. I don't want to pay no books. I don't want to pay nothing. If you want me to go so damn bad, you're going to fucking pay for it, and that is what it is. I don't want to never hear no, well, you make this much money off YouTube. I don't care. This wasn't my choice to go. You wanted me to go so damn bad. I'm going, so you're going to pay for it just like he paying that damn cotton. No, that's how you goop them, Lil Mendeecees. Spice go over to Jock house. And they filming one of his podcasts. Jock let it be known that he's filming the podcast in the house to make Kendra a little bit more comfortable. Now, honey, you know that somebody is out here looking at Kendra. So, of course, now you making all these changes to better y'all marriage, which you should have been doing in the first damn place. But like he figuring out a way, I can keep her in the house, and then I could be in the house making my money because I can just do the podcast from the house. That's a damn shame that they had to take all of that for you to take that girl feelings into consideration. But Spice come, they sit down, they get to talking about the whole cast album, and Jock feels like he didn't know that it was going to be the same track that everybody was going to be rapping to. And I kind of agree with that because when she's saying a cast album, I kind of pictured it as everybody was going to have their own song. When you call it an album, that's what... We're not from Jamaica, Spice. We don't know that this is called, what she say, stacking or whatever the hell it's called. We didn't know that. You saying an album and we thinking that everybody's going to get to come and bring their own flavor on one of the songs. But also, Jock, we're not going to forget that you set up and said that you had a whole lot going on and that's why you could not participate. So, you know, which one is it? Did you just not like the concept? Juggling. That's what it was called, y'all. Did you not like the concept of the juggling? Or did you have too much going on where you couldn't really focus? It's either one or the other. And Spice ends up getting upset because every time she's trying to say something, Jock keep cutting her off, and she get up and end the interview real quick and nasty, like, no, every time I talk, you say cut. No, I don't want to talk no more. And I don't blame her. Girl, get on up out of her, because this is a good way for him to be able to spin a narrative without you being able to defend yourself. No. Ashley round to her and Zane house. She packing to move. She said it's been a long time coming. She been telling Zane that she was going to leave if things didn't change. He come in confused. And I don't know why the hell you confused if the girl been telling you this was coming. But she tell him that he hasn't been prioritizing their relationship. He don't wear no ring. And he just like, no, I don't get where you coming from. And she just like, okay, I don't even have time to keep on explaining this to you, Zane, because we've been going back and forth through this for a long time. I've been very patient with you because I know that you're in the entertainment business, but at the same time, you got to respect me too. And Zane ended up telling her that instead of her leaving, he would rather leave than see her have to go somewhere else. And I commend you, even though I feel like that was what was going to happen anyway, because Ashley ass had all of 2-3 bags, a few little shoe boxes. Bitch, I know you got more shit than that in that house. And I refuse to believe that you've been moving stuff up until this point, because he wouldn't have been so shocked. So we see Zane go and start packing up his stuff. He get ready to leave. He hand over his key. Get your ass the hell on up out of here. Maybe then you will be able to contemplate on what you really want to do. Do you want to be with me? Do you want to be out here in these streets like you showing everybody else you doing? I don't know. But I don't want to be under the same roof with you while we doing it. And I feel like I commend her for at least protecting her peace in this space. Sierra, Bambi, and Jessica, they over there cooking. Well, really, Sierra the one cooking. Next thing you know, the doorbell rang, and here come Karlie. She come in, give everybody a hug, and pull out the marriage certificate. Why in the hell are you packing that around? That alone says so much. Like, the fact that you are taking this marriage certificate around to show to everybody is crazy. Girl, we all know you got, we trust you as your friends that you got married. You don't need to prove that to us. But y'all know that's Karlie. They offer her a glass of wine. She say she don't drink no more because of the IVF. Jessica asked over, I do. I drink all the time and I'm on IVF. And baby, one might say, Jessica, that's why you haven't been able to successfully conceive yet. But I'm going to leave that alone. I'm not even going to step on that because, like you said, you going through the hypnosis to try to get you to not want the liquor no more. Okay, we're going to let you do your thing. Sierra ends up apologizing to them for being a bad friend in the past. Say she been in counseling and she realizes that last season she might have been a bit self-absorbed and she might have been more selfish with her friends than she wanted to be. And kudos to you, Sierra, for being able to do that. You know, for you to be able to see where you might have been lacking as a friend is commendable. I like that you did that. Bambi basically talked her hesitation with being cool with Karlie again. She like, Karlie, yeah, we kind of made up in London, but after London, I started seeing interviews still of you saying you don't want a friend that would mess with your man. And see, I get Bambi 100% because that is implying, Karlie, that you still have a feeling to her, unless you put a name on it. Unless you saying that this is about somebody else, because we all know as the world that you were putting this on Bambi. You were saying that you felt like Bambi messed with your ex. So if you're still doing interviews after y'all done had a conversation and made up, what do you think that she's going to think? She's going to feel like you're still talking about her. Jessica jump in, of course, and she's defending Bambi. She let it be known, Karlie, you don't take accountability, and this is why we all have a problem with you, which she's right. Now, should she have jumped in while Bambi and Karlie were trying to have a conversation? Probably not, especially since you done had about 3 glasses of wine and your ass is over her tipsy boots. But she does, and her and Karlie end up getting into it. Now, Jessica's over here flinging food over at Karlie, and I'm appalled. I'm like, girl, Sierra done put her big toe into cooking that damn food. And I don't think you need to be throwing it at people because somebody could have ate that. All right, that's a good ass meal, and it was lamb chops at that. Don't be throwing no food, and not to mention this ain't even your house to clean up after you leave. You just gonna fling a chop across her at somebody's head, and then I'm gonna have to clean sauce up off my damn countertop when you leave. No, ma'am, I don't appreciate that. But it gets so bad that they end up having to pull Jessica out to the damn balcony. And Karlie is in here talking to Sierra. Sierra ass confused. All of them must have been off the damn wine because Sierra eyes half open. I don't even know how you still cooking at this point. What kind of wine was y'all drinking? And Bambi go out onto the balcony and get the comfort of Jessica, who ends up in tears. And that's where we end off the episode. But y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I know I'm a little bit late with it, but y'all know I do work 2 jobs, so I still try to be great with it. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about the friendship between Bambi and Karlie. Do y'all think they should patch stuff up? Also, I want to know how y'all feel about Lil Mendeecees going to college. Since he's making money, do y'all feel like he actually needs it? But make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn your post notifications on so y'all don't miss when I come back with the next one.